What's good, YouTube? It's your man MANHOOD with another episode of Muscle and Manhood. Thanks for joining me today. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below. If you're checking out my videos and you like them, I really appreciate it. I want to build my tribe, and I really hope that my videos are helping some people out there, helping men to really stay in their masculine core and fulfill, their divine destiny. Today's video is about progressive overload being a transferable skill. I studied martial arts for 6 years in a formal, teaching environment or formal martial arts environment. Practiced capoeira, which is an Afro-Brazilian martial art, and I practiced under, and my instructor was from Brazil, and our mestre is a well-known, master of capoeira, Mestre Jalan. And my instructor at the time, I believe he's definitely progressed. I'm not sure what level he's at now, but his name is Gringo. And he was an instructor at the time, actually he was a professor at the time. So anyway, when you practice martial arts, those of you who have practiced martial arts, you know that, or you learn as you're maturing, that the martial art isn't just about the martial art. The martial art is about the universe. It's about chi. It's about yin and yang. It's about flow of energy. It's a much bigger idea than just fighting and overcoming an opponent in a physical way. I think that weightlifting has some of these same types of principles. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of activities in life have this transferable aspect to them. And what I want to talk about real briefly in this video is how you can take the progressive overload principle and use it as a help to accomplish your goals in life, help to get you to where you want to be in a more natural and organic way. Those of you who know a little bit about the history of progressive overload know that progressive overload, actually the concept comes from Greek society, or at least it's attributed to the Greeks. And I believe there's a famous wrestler in Greek history named Milo, who every morning would carry a baby calf until it grew up. And basically every day his body adapted to the changing weight, the gaining weight and size of the calf until it became, too heavy for him to carry. Maybe he carried it as a full-grown cow, I don't know. But the point is just that if you take on a little bit more each day, your strength can increase, okay? And with progressive overload training, right now I'm doing Windler 531, which is a progressive overload program. It has incremental, there's times where you add weight incrementally at the end of each cycle. The cycles are 4 weeks long, and you just add a little more weight to your 4 basic moves, or basic movements, which are the bench press, squat, deadlift, and overhead press. Most of you who are weightlifters know this already, but those of you who don't, this will be good information for you. So the goal in the Windler 531 progressive overload program is to add 5 pounds each month to your overhead press and to your bench press, and add 10 pounds to your deadlift and your squat each month. And you're doing it in those small increments because you have a goal that's not going to be fulfilled quickly. You understand that your goal is a long-term goal and it's to just get better and stronger over time. Also, Wendler advocates focusing on increasing your strength through multiple reps or repetitions in your movements, rather than looking for increases in your 1 rep max, which basically puts you at risk for injury whenever you're trying to lift the heaviest weight you could possibly lift one time. So let's apply that. Let's use that as a tool for accomplishing your goals. Those of you who struggle with accomplishing your goals will find this method not only useful in a weight room, but you'll find it useful in life as you apply it to your goals and your objectives. First thing to do is to be very clear about the activity that is associated with your goal. There are things you have to do to accomplish every goal, and a lot of them are activities or a specific activity. So let's say you want to be a famous chef one day. So fine, decide to be a famous chef, but first decide to be a great cook. Decide that cooking will be your lifestyle. Decide that you are going to create a reasonable amount of culinary dishes each week or each month. Something that's reasonable. Decide that there are some things that you need to learn how to do, some skill sets that you need to improve on. Recognize and identify those skills. You can Google these things. Okay, like maybe you may not know how to get good at what it is you want to be good at. The internet has made it possible for you to hack anything. And what I mean by that is, even if there's no one out there teaching you how to become great at something, there's enough people who will give you real useful exercises for you to put into a program that you can, through small increments, expect growth and development and proficiency in those skills with daily, weekly practice, and with reasonable breaks in between each activity. And then you have what one might call tests and deload weeks, as it were, that you check to see where your skill level is by giving yourself some type of a tool, like a time. Maybe it's a time frame to cook a meal, or maybe it's just you need to invent a meal with 5 different ingredients that someone else gives to you, like the shows on TV like Chopped. These kinds of stressors and challenges check your skill level and help you to find out whether or not you're improving. So that's just one example. I could give many, but I just want to keep this video short. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions about something in particular or a goal that you want to achieve, and how to implement this progressive overload technique that we use in weightlifting to gain strength and functionality and mobility, whatever your goals are. I mean, you can use progressive overload in many different ways, in many different programs, but the concept itself is a transferable skill that's useful in almost any goal-driven activity. So let me know what you think. Leave your comments below, and always be a man.